Have you ever felt that there is something deeply hidden waiting to be discovered? Something that seems to whisper through dreams, ancient symbols, or even the everyday coincidences. Welcome to the beginning of a journey that could change everything. Here, in this space between the known and the mysterious, we will explore the hermetic and esoteric teachings that few dare to unravel. In this video, we will cross the portal to understand how the balance between light and darkness shapes the human soul and why inner work is the greatest of all mysteries. So, if you feel there's more to life than what the eyes can see, you're in the right place. Take a deep breath because the door to this knowledge has just opened. Hidden symbols and ancient secrets. Symbols have a unique way of whispering truths that words cannot capture. Throughout history, hidden symbols adorn temples, manuscripts, and even everyday objects, waiting to reveal their secrets to those who dare to look beyond the surface. These are not just decorative elements, they are keys to a deeper understanding of Hermeticism and esotericism. Think of the Eye of Horus or the Ouroboros. They're not merely ancient art. They are portals to layers of wisdom that transcend time and space, inviting you to explore what lies beyond the visible. These symbols do not speak directly, but evoke an understanding that only a silent heart can access. Deep down, they remind us that the universe speaks in metaphors and riddles, asking us to decipher their meaning. A practical example, consider the Hermetic pentagram, which is more than just a geometric figure. It symbolizes the balance between the 5 elements and how they reflect in our own existence. Have you ever tried to identify which elements are in harmony or imbalance in your life? The secrets hidden in these symbols aren't just for admiration, they are guides for personal transformation. They challenge us to look within, to seek answers that can't be found in books, but in our own experience. Every detail is a clue, like the line of a spiral leading to the center of the mystery. And the moment you start connecting these dots, something extraordinary happens. You realize that the world around you is a reflection of what's inside you. But what does this have to do with ancient traditions? Well, that's what we'll explore next. The Masonic Tradition. The Masonic traditions are wrapped in mystery, but those who observe them closely realize that it's not just about rituals and oaths. At the core of this tradition is a profound commitment to self-knowledge and self-improvement. Every symbol, every step in its rites, reflects the principles of Hermeticism and esotericism, merging philosophy and practice in a continuous search for truth. Think of the Masonic apron. It's not just a piece of clothing, but a reminder that the true work is internal, a construction of the spirit. For Freemasons, the temple we build is not made of stones, but of virtues. This tradition invites us to see ourselves as builders of our own existence, shaping our actions and thoughts just as a craftsman shapes raw stone. Have you ever wondered what it means to chisel away at your own imperfections? This is exactly what Masonic teachings encourage. Looking within, recognizing our flaws, and working to transform them. Then there are the veiled secrets, the degrees that represent different levels of understanding. These degrees are not just titles, but markers of a spiritual journey. Each advancement is an invitation to dive deeper into the mystery and apply what is learned to everyday life. It's not just a game of symbolism, but a living manual for those willing to climb the steps of personal growth. So, how does this process of building reflect the journey of the seeker? Let's explore that. The builder's journey. The builder's journey doesn't start with perfect tools or a fully formed plan. It begins with the raw stone, a powerful symbol representing our unexplored potential. Just as a sculptor sees a masterpiece inside marble, the spiritual seeker must see beyond apparent limitations and begin to shape their essence. It's a solitary yet universal task, where every chisel strike reflects the search for the principles of Hermeticism and esotericism. On this walk, each step brings a challenge that tests not just our skill, but our patience and dedication. Imagine building a cathedral, brick by brick, with every detail designed to honor something greater than ourselves. The same happens in our lives. The builder is called to balance technique and inspiration, reason and intuition, creating a foundation that can withstand the storms of the outside world. And regarding your own life, which parts of your structure need reinforcement or renewal? But the great revelation is that the journey is never complete. There is no final stone, because the act of building is, in fact, the very purpose. As the builder moves forward, they discover that the temple they raise is not just for themselves, but a spiritual legacy for those who will come after. Thus, the builder realizes that their work is both internal and external, and each stone placed is a reflection of the balance between light and darkness. And that's exactly what we will talk about next. The balance between light and darkness. Light and darkness are not irreconcilable opposites, but complementary forces that define existence. In Hermeticism and esotericism, this duality is the heart of the spiritual journey, a reminder that we cannot understand the light without first confronting the darkness. Just as the sunrise is only possible after the deepest night, personal enlightenment requires us to dive into the shadows of our being. It's not about denying the dark, but integrating it, becoming whole. The balance between light and darkness challenges us to find harmony amidst chaos. Think of the symbolic scales of justice. Each side needs the other for balance. In practice, this means accepting inner conflicts as part of the growth process. When you feel anger or fear, have you ever asked yourself what those emotions are trying to teach you? These are the shadows that, when understood, show us where the light needs to shine more brightly. As we explore this duality, we begin to see that both light and darkness are valuable teachers. Light guides us, but it is in the darkness that we discover our strength. This cosmic dance between the two leads us to a higher state of consciousness, a ladder we climb step by step. And this ladder becomes the next step in our journey, the path to spiritual mastery. The ladder of mastery. The ladder of mastery is a universal archetype, present in many esoteric and spiritual traditions. In Hermeticism, it symbolizes the soul's ascending path toward its highest purpose. Each step represents a challenge overcome, a lesson integrated, a spiritual achievement. But climbing this ladder is not a matter of rushing, it's a process of patience and intention. Just as a melody needs pauses to create harmony, our journey needs moments of reflection to truly understand what is above and below us. This ladder is not visible to ordinary eyes, but its effects are undeniable. Imagine each step as a higher level of consciousness, from the material to the emotional, from the emotional to the intellectual, and finally to the spiritual. In practice, climbing this ladder may mean letting go of old habits, cultivating new thoughts, and making space for inner wisdom. Have you ever tried meditating on the steps you're taking in your life? It's a simple yet revealing practice. Visualize yourself climbing a ladder, leaving behind what no longer serves you, and moving toward your true self. As we ascend, we begin to realize that mastery is not an endpoint, but a state of being. Every step we take prepares us to face greater challenges and see deeper truths. And so the journey continues, always guiding us toward the unknown, to what lies beyond the next horizon. After all, learning is infinite, and the true master is the one who never stops learning. Now that you've discovered these teachings, what will you do with them? The true power of knowledge lies in applying it. Take a moment to reflect. What in your life needs to be transformed? Perhaps it's time to build your inner temple and begin the journey toward balance. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Together, we'll continue exploring the mysteries that can change your life.